Hey, Stu Leonard here. How you doing? I have a treat today. I have Chef Andrew, direct from Boston.
Boston.
Right? From Boston, right here. And you know, we went up to visit North Coast Seafoods when we were at the Boston Seafood Show. We were so impressed with their operation. They have 20 boats coming into the Boston Pier every single day.
Amazing.
They get the freshest, most beautiful seafood right out of the ocean and the harbors right there.
It's right there.
Right there, and they bring it down to Stu Leonard's, you know, right away. So that's what allows us to get the fresh things. And you know what we want to do for our customers even today is we want to show them how easy seafood can be.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we going to do today?
So when we talk about keep it simple, we're going to start with this Norwegian salmon. And as you can see, it's beautiful salmon. It's got the skin on. And when you're grilling salmon, it's easier to grill it with the skin on so it won't stick to the grill. It's kind of foolproof almost. And then we're going to make, going into the summer or any season, it doesn't really matter. I love grilled salmon on top of salads.
Okay.
So if you don't want to grill, it doesn't matter. You cook it in a pan, cook it in the oven, it doesn't matter. So we're making what I call my resolution salad today.
Okay.
All right. All right, let's prepare the grill. We've got a hot grill going on here. This is great. It's probably bigger than your normal grill at home, but it's all the same thing.
Hey, Andrew,
Okay.
let me ask
Yeah.
you. I have my grill as a cover. You know, I have a Weber with
Yeah.
a cover on it. You know, I always wonder when you're cooking salmon, do you keep the cover down or do you keep it up?
So there are no rules. The first rule is that there are no rules. All right. So when you put the cover down, all you're doing is creating an oven inside.
Right.
That's it. It'll just speed the cooking up a little bit more. That's it. All right. Basically, when you close that oven, it's like when you close the grill, it's like closing the oven.
Okay.
So you're just, and then what you're going to have is you're going to have bottom heat from the grill, and then surrounding heat from.
I almost feel like I get better grill marks when I leave the top up.
You're going to intensify the heat. You'll intensify that bottom heat. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So we got a clean grill, and then we just want to.
I usually just take a paper towel and put
We got
Western oil on it. I
very
don't use
fancy,
all the
very
fancy.
fancy,
I don't
very
do it
fancy.
this way. You do it that way,
Very
honestly,
fancy.
at home.
Of course not.
Usually, you know, I don't know what you're using these for, but this is, you know, I go like this, right? And then the flames all up, and sometimes this catches on fire, and I'm in trouble. You know?
All right, so we have, check this out. So we have skin on salmon here. So we are going to just take, I like to use this avocado. I can't believe you have your own avocado oil.
Yep, we got a Stu Leonard's one. Now tell us
that.
why you like
Why?
avocado oil.
Everything's about smoke point. So this has a very high smoking point. This grill is going to be somewhere around 500, 550 degrees. It's very hot. Standard oils. A lot of people think, oh, I'm going to go buy some extra virgin olive oil because it's expensive, so it must be good. No. That is a very low smoke point, and it will burn. And
What
it
is
will
that,
turn
like
your fish
370?
bitter.
What's it?
On extra virgin, even lower than that.
Okay.
Yeah. So standard like canola oil and things, those get smoky. So you put too much oil on there.
Yeah. See, I already messed it up.
So like standard vegetable oils are going to be in the 300s. This is going to be up in the 400s.
Okay.
So it's good to
And
have.
especially if you're searing fish, it's better to use avocado oil, right?
Yes. And there are other some olive oils that are good for high temperatures as well. Just read the ingredients for a high smoke point.
Now you're just brushing oil on it.
That's it.
Avocado oil.
That's it.
All you did.
And we're going to cook this skin side down, okay? And
How about let's do this one too.
yeah, we'll throw that one on there too. Let's put this piece right on there.
I just want to taste them when they're done.
Yeah, let's do it. Now,
I just had salmon last night. This is exactly what I did. I used herb de Provence on it though.
very fancy.
We sell it in a jar inside. All I did was do what you did, and then I
That's
added
it.
herb de Provence on it.
So a lot of times what I will do with salmon is, notice I didn't season anything.
Right.
You don't really have to. There's a lot of flavor on there. So you have this, you have this cool, it's this sweet Smokey.
Right.
You don't have to do it ahead of time. You have to be careful with sugar. And this has the sweet, obviously has some sugar in it. So if I put it on too early, it's going to start to caramelize too much and it will burn. Okay. So we're just going to take our time and cook this. And what you're going to see here, you're going to start to see that salmon cook all around the edges, like you were talking about earlier, and that's all that.
What are other flavors that go good? I use garlic sometimes on the salmon. Is that okay?
Again, no rules.
Okay.
You like garlic? Great. I'm not a big garlic fan. Well, that's not true. If I wasn't, then you just use anything.
How about ginger?
Yes, but finish it with it.
Okay. Finish.
So a lot of times with seafood, I talk about finishing sauces, finishing marinades. A lot of people will like to marinate something. You don't have to marinate it too much. Just
half
I
hour
like
before.
having something, a condiment after that's going to add to that flavor, you know?
And you know what we love, which is crazy good? We make a fresh mango salsa in the store.
Love it.
Oh, my
That's
God.
finishing off exactly that.
Yeah.
So now we've got this. So
You
you
can
can
see
see
it's
it
been
starting
5
to cook
minutes or
around the outside.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been a couple of minutes. Now this is what we call in the business. This is a Peltex or a fish spatula.
Okay.
A lot of people will have these, okay, and this is okay, but you can notice that this is going to be a lot thinner. And this is what chefs will use, and you'll see it at all the stores. So let's just, we're going to turn this over.
I don't have one of them.
Okay, look at that, beautiful.
Now, can you peel that skin right off now?
Once that fish is done, we're going to be able to peel that right off.
Okay, good. See, I'm going to get one of those spatulas. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I use a hamburger, my normal hamburger spatula at the house.
Yeah.
Now that you mention it,
But
it is
sometimes it
thicker.
doesn't go under
You're
all the way,
right.
right?
You're
And
right.
you say, oh, what did I do
The
wrong?
fish will buckle sometimes. Okay. So
Look at that.
if I was doing herb de Provence,
So
I put it on ahead of time.
now, so herbs, you want to be careful with that. So this fire is getting a little bit hot. I want to interrupt you for a second. I'm going to move this over to some lighter, indirect heat. Okay.
How do you know that's
So I set this side on a little bit lower.
okay?
So this is good to get that sear. Okay. You're going to get that nice color on it. And that's caramelization. What is caramelization? We hear that word all the time. Let me do the same thing here. Look at that.
Beautiful.
That
Wow.
skin right there, that is spectacular. So that word caramelization, it's usually used for pastry, okay? Or when you're working with sugar, that you're gonna brown the sugar, like on top of a creme brulee, it's caramelized sugar. Everything has sugar in it, okay? You are probably a little sweeter than me. I have less sugar than you. Salmon has sugar, chicken, beef has sugar, everything has sugar. And that caramelization happens from that natural. And that's what gives it depth of flavor, chefs like to call that. So now we're just getting that depth of flavor. When we move it from higher direct heat to more indirect heat, now we get to cook it slow. A little bit more indirect over here, just turn it a little bit. Now I've got this fun little trick.
Yeah, you were telling me about this one.
But
How do
here's
you
a
know?
great way. So you have a standard bamboo skewer that you get anywhere.
Okay.
I'll keep these in my drawer. You have a pointy side and you have a flat side.
Okay.
The flat side is how we teach our chefs or cooks, whoever wants to learn. So we will puncture this into, find a place, the thickest part of the fish, and we'll just slowly press it in. Now, because you know, a lot of recipes that say cook it till it's flaky. Well, if you start flaking it, you're going to ruin the whole fillet, right? So this, if I find resistance, like right there I got a little resistance, that means it's still raw on the inside.
Okay.
If it goes all the way down to the bottom, it's cooked.
Can I do this?
Try this one. Yeah, try that one. Did it go right down?
Goes right through.
Right through. That means it's cooked.
And that's a little thinner.
That's a
than
little
these.
thinner than those.
Now
Yeah.
this is a thick part. Yeah, I can feel it.
Feel that?
Yeah. It's
So that means it still needs a little bit more time.
I can still push it through, but I need effort.
If you wanted medium rare, I'd say, okay, we're gonna take that off now.
Okay.
Here's a key part to cooking anything, especially salmon though. It's something that's called carryover cooking. All right? Have you heard of it?
Same with the turkey.
Same with the turkey.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take this off because We want the internal temperature, not that it matters, 135, 140 degrees, something like that. But if we take it off when it's 140, the outside, because this grill is around 500, it's going to carry over into the inside, and it can tend to overcook the fish. All right.
My father always wanted it pink on the inside.
Okay.
He would send it back at a restaurant if it wasn't pink.
To each their own.
So you put that on after.
I like to put it on after. It's going to add a little bit of a crunch. Okay. Beautiful thing. And we'll just let that sort of melt into it.
Okay.
All right. Can you see this?
Yep.
Okay. You can actually do this right with your
Wow,
hand,
look at that, how easy.
and that's just going to come right back. All right.
By the way, my dog loves salmon skin. Okay? Play with.
All right. So that's that. It's a beautiful thing. A lot of
Now,
times, see
I-
this
now-
right here?
Now, one of the things I do, Andrew, is I would flip that over again just to get that side grill looking too. Did you ever do that?
Not necessary.
No?
Not.
Okay.
I mean, you can if you like to do that.
But
What
are
I
you
will
doing
do
now? You're taking
see right
off
here.
that- Yeah.
See that? It's like a little gray, and we call that an insulating fat. It's not the same fat that's on the inside of the salmon. This is the fat that the salmon keep warm with while they're in those Arctic waters. Okay? And when if salmon sometimes,
Does it taste different? It's like a grayish look.
so have you ever heard somebody talk about salmon and they say, "Oh, I'm not much of a salmon person. I like cod or haddock." Salmon's a little fishy to me.
Right.
If you hear that, the reason it's fishy is because of that insulating fat right there. That's what makes
That's
it.
a fishier
When you
flavor.
take it off like that, now you have an absolutely perfect, pure tasting fish. So walk through your produce department, which is awesome. You just get this array of vegetables. So to make a salad, what I do, up my quinoa, my grain, a little healthy. So I use quinoa. But what I'm doing is I'm making a little pickle brine. So I make pickled cucumbers with just a little vinegar.
Sort of just eyeball it.
Yeah, you eyeball it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You like extra cucumbers? You put more cucumbers in. So the brine, this is my dressing too.
What is in the brine?
Just vinegar, water, little salt, sugar, and that's it. Red onions.
Same with that brine?
Yeah, exact same thing. I love showing people how to make this during the summer or whatever, because you can make this, put it in your refrigerator, it'll last a month in your
With
fridge.
red onions.
Yeah, just diced up. Then we've got some red radishes, some peppers, some tomatoes, and now we've got some arugula. Okay?
I like how you carefully measure all this.
Yes, very careful. Look at that. That is so
And I think
spectacular
one
right
thing you
there.
want to do is create color too.
Look at that. Yes, right?
Doesn't that look beautiful?
So here's the kicker. So a lot of people would use, they get a heavier dressing or something like that.
Yeah.
These beans are so good for you. So this is my base. And it's so cool you guys make this here. So we spread this out. There's my base. Take our pickled salad.
What is the base, Andrew?
Hummus. Straight Stew's hummus. There's my peltics. There it is.
Wow.
Check that out.
That looks a lot better than the salmon I did last night.
And there's no garlic.
And all I had to do was make a salad like that and get some hummus.
Right? Look at that.
And
Absolutely.
you know what? It has that cool look with all the color. You got the red, you got the green.
Yeah.
Yum.
Looks good, right?
Looks so good. Let's taste this
Awesome.
now. You know what? That looks even better.
Look at that. Yeah.
Yum.
That's a fancy plate right there.
Okay.
Where
so
you going
now,
first?
I'm gonna try this one
All right,
first.
I'm gonna
This
go
is
in
our-
here. All right, do-si-do.
That's really good. I don't get a lot of the smoky
From the spice?
you.
No, but go more next time.
Now this is the wild, right? People love the word wild.
Deeper flavor,
Much deeper
crazy,
flavor.
smooth, melts in your mouth, deeper flavor.
This is drier though.
Yeah.
I get a much. I mean, if I just closed my eyes and said which one would I want to eat,
You'd say this one.
I'd say this one. Although
Who cooked this? It's like perfect.
we had some guy from Boston come down. You know what? It's our #1 selling fish. You know, the price is so good, and you know it's kid friendly too.
Yeah.
That I'm cooking at home.